Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my Full Moon in Virgo donation-based workshop. I'm so grateful that you're here. I can't wait to connect. This is definitely a powerful full moon, and I'm excited to utilize this energy and to share these tools with you guys. If you've not made a donation yet, just follow the link, make a donation, whatever you want, whatever you can, and you take this whenever you would like to. I also strongly suggest that you take this more than once. There's a guided meditation that I believe you should utilize definitely more than once if you have the time and the capacity to do so, as well as some other practices and information here. So feel free to revisit this as many times as you would like to. So, like I said, this is a full moon in Virgo. This full moon in Virgo is wrapping up a 6-month cycle that we started in August with the Virgo new moon. So whatever seeds you planted at the end of August, whatever you have been working on for the last 6 months, whatever you have been focusing your energy on, a lot of that is coming to a close, coming to closure, coming to fruition even. So we're going to see that wrapping up. So I do encourage you to reflect and say, like, what was I doing around the end of August? What kind of seeds was I planting? And where have I gone over the last 6 months? What have I been doing? The key words for this full moon would be release, letting go, closure, acceptance. The energy is very much so like we're moving past things. We're letting it go. We're moving past it and bringing awareness. So as we move through this workshop and as you move through the next few days, really reflect on what you're ready to let go of in order to get to the next phase. What do you not want to carry anymore? What no longer serves you? Because this is a powerful, powerful time to utilize that energy for release. Okay, that is the intention. That is the power behind this full moon. This is also called a wormwood moon. The Dakota Nation called it this because of beetles that come out of the bark of trees in this time of year. So they've stayed inside of the bark of the tree the entire time, and now they're emerging, which I feel like is very much so like how we are all kind of emerging from this darkness of winter. If you're in my part of the world, at least. I definitely feel like collectively we've been feeling the heaviness of this winter, especially recently, but that is coming to a close here soon. We are at the tail end of it, and we are transitioning into spring very soon. So I did pull a few cards to really tap into the energy and see what was coming through. And it's interesting because there's a lot here, and it's very much aligned with the astrology, of course. Why wouldn't it be? We have the Tower card here, which, you know, if you're familiar with tarot at all, I don't read cards traditionally, but if you're familiar with tarot at all, you would definitely be like, oh no, another Tower moment. I think we're already in it. I think it's what we're experiencing right now and why there may be a lot surfacing. So pay attention now to what is surfacing, what emotions, what trauma, what feelings, situations, what is coming up for you right now. Because what is coming up is meant to be cleared. It's not meant to be held on to. You're not going backwards, you're not regressing, you are reflecting so that you can actually move past these things. And I really encourage you to lean into it because this is such a beautiful time to do so. Not just because we're wrapping up this 6-month cycle, but we're also coming into a whole new season. There's a lot going on with the stars and the planets, and this is a transitional time. I'm not an astrologist, so I'm going to save that for the experts, but I will always share the things that I do know and that I have heard in order to really link this information and to better assist you. One thing I do know is to find where Virgo is in your chart and figure out what house it's in, and then that'll help you kind of see a little bit more into what cycle you're closing or like what area of life you may be wrapping up this cycle in. We also have Saturn opposing the moon. And because of this, you know, Saturn is the planet of karma, the planet of restrictions. And I think it's important to remember that we may have had some setbacks. We may have had some things come to the surface that were challenging. Don't be afraid if these next few days are a little challenging when it comes to the things that are coming to the surface and the things that you're being meant to look at or reflecting upon. There's a lot being cleared here, especially when we're talking about karma, and the energy of this time feels intense. Not surprised to see this Tower card for sure. But after that, we have some really beautiful energy to look forward to. Celebration, clarity, direction, ambition, strength. I really do think that we will have a lot to celebrate here, even more so why I'm encouraging you to release, 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 and pay a lot of attention to what is coming up to be let go of now. Setting yourself up to receive all of this, setting yourself up to be in a good place for it. You're not being punished right now because things are coming to the surface that you need to look at and you need to heal. This is actually a gift. It's preparation. It's not, oh, we're regressing you or you didn't learn and you're not doing it right. It's not that at all. It's you need to look at this and these final things you need to do so that we can actually move forward. Okay? Don't look at it as punishment. This is really preparing you. Again, I'm not surprised here that it's been challenging with the energy of the moon and this beginnings and justice. I feel like a lot of us are wondering when this justice will come into play. We're talking about karma. We're talking about Saturn. I think all of that is kind of happening right now. You may be in the darker parts of it with this moon energy and reflecting and feeling some old pain and leaning into old wounds and doing some deep healing work. So it may not all just be like fun, rainbow sunshine, but on the other side of this justice, not only are you paying and rebalancing your own karma, but you're also going to be receiving the good as well. So I want you to see it on both ends here, that it's a balance. It's both. It's not just you're paying whatever karma. You're also receiving in a good way. I hope that makes sense. So just know that as one door closes, another door opens, and that is exactly what this time represents here. We're closing out the last 6 months. We're entering a new season. We're coming into something totally different and new. But even bigger than that and deeper than that, there is a lot being cleared here that is like from way, way back. So the intensity behind it might be a lot. Don't feel discouraged. Like I said, please lean into it. This is the perfect time to do so. And we're going to get into that with these practices today of how to do that and how to utilize this energy. So believe, we have balance, we have defend, and then we have care. The energy of Libra, the energy of Scorpio, as well as the energy of Cancer are all coming through here. This may mean something for you. This may not. The message I think we're receiving from Libra here is that the ebbs and flows of life and how, like, in the balance between the dark and the light, both need to exist for us to even understand the difference, right? So by not getting lost in the darkness and understanding that these things are happening for contrast and for our own good is going to be really beneficial. Instead of thinking that things are out of balance, it's actually not. By seeing both sides, by kind of ebbing and flowing on both sides of the scale, we have more awareness, we have more contrast, we have a better look at what we're doing. And we should be grateful for that instead of thinking that we're going backwards or that we're not in the right place. We need it for contrast to understand what's happening. So if you feel like you're being pulled back into the dark a little bit, you're being called there to revisit, to heal, to do what needs to be done so that you can be gifted with something new and different and creating space, okay? Really believe in yourself at this time. Like I said, there may have been some delays. You may have been spending the last 6 months working incredibly hard and not feeling like you really got anywhere. That's going to change, but you really need to believe in yourself. So you may have not gotten a lot of recognition, or you may have not gotten a lot of understanding or traction from other people, but you need to remain strong within your beliefs of yourself. That is the most important thing here, and not to get discouraged by what's happening around you and letting that kind of pull you backwards and distract you from your goals. Like, you have to double down on yourself right now. You have to double in on your goals. We have to like really commit to what we believe we're capable of and go for it. Now is the time to say, I'm going all in because I believe in myself that much. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so with all of this energy happening, I want to introduce some questions and some practices for you because I feel like this is going to really help us purge and help us cleanse with the energy of this full moon. Okay, so the first question I want you to ask yourself is, what am I ready to release? What in my life is no longer serving me? And this could be a person, this could be a job, this could be a habit, this could be a thought, an old identity. Really ask yourself, what am I ready to release? What's no longer serving me? I encourage you to, you can pause this if you want to, but I also encourage you to really just organically let this flow. If you don't already have a pen and paper, please go get one. Forgot to mention that. And I want you to answer these questions in whatever journal you have, but also get a piece of paper that you can write on and dispose of. So if you don't have that, pause and go get one. So continuing with these questions, I also want you to ask yourself, what are 3 things that I'm doing that are holding me back? It could be habits, beliefs, practices, whatever it is. What are 3 things that you are consciously aware of that you are doing that is standing in the way between you and your dreams, or that is holding you back? And just really bring your awareness into this. What are 3 things that you notice about yourself that are actually holding you back from getting where you want to go? And then the other question, what are you ready to release, and what is no longer serving you? Get really clear on that. You can be as detailed as you want. Again, I really encourage you to just let this flow organically as possible. You can pause it, but just what comes first to your mind, and write that down. And once you feel good about that, our next practice is going to be taking that piece of paper that you can dispose of, and you're going to write, I release, and then you're going to write everything that came up from those 2 questions. So I release my self-limiting beliefs. I release not staying consistent with my workouts. Whatever it is that you do, or whatever it is that you're ready to let go of, any of that, I release blank, I release blank. And do one for each one that you're ready to release. And do this with intention. Again, you can either pause it and really set that intention now, or you can come back to this later and do this practice when we're done with this video. But I release blank, and fill out that piece of paper. When you're done with this piece of paper, I want you to fold it up all the way, and then I want you to dispose of it. The best way I would recommend is using fire. This full moon feels perfect for using fire. So if you feel comfortable, I have a cauldron. A metal cauldron. It's safe. I have river rocks in the bottom. You know the drill. If you don't have a safe way to burn it, find a safe way to do it, or don't. But if you can utilize fire, I would. You can also tear it up into small pieces and bury it. That works. So whatever you feel the most called to doing, dispose of it when you're done. And as you're disposing of it, if you're using fire, I want you to watch it until it's burned completely. You may have to relight it. It's fine. If that happens, then maybe you need a little extra fire in this release. But watch it until it's completely burned. And as you're doing that, imagine all those things you put onto those lists dissipating from your existence, being transmuted out into the universe, transmuted into love, into light, and sending out the good into the universe. Okay, so really focus on the intention of releasing as you are burning it. Okay, you can do this more than once if you want to, but I encourage you to just take your time to do it very presently. So do this after this video, don't do this during, and make sure that you're really setting your intention with that. Okay, so I want to move into the guided meditation portion of this, because that is going to be the most powerful, impactful aspect of this entire workshop, I believe. We're going to do some deep work in releasing, and this is going to tie into the things that came into our list as well. So have those in the back of your mind, but get comfortable. Get as comfortable as possible here. And close your eyes. I do recommend for you to be sitting, because if you're lying down, you may fall asleep. But if you are uncomfortable sitting down, please find a comfortable position laying down. That's fine. Whatever works for you. And go ahead and just close your eyes and start to take some deep breaths. They don't have to be exaggerated, just a little fuller than maybe you've been taking all day. Coming into this moment, leaving everything behind, all of your responsibilities, your thoughts, your worries, your fears, leaving it all behind just for this moment, to be present. Only thing that matters right now is your breath. Being as present as you can be. I want you to start imagining that you are in a lush clearing of a forest. Everything around you is so alive and green and beautiful. And as you're sitting on the ground of this clearing in this lush, beautiful forest, I want you to start to connect with the earth beneath you, feeling the grass beneath you, the earth beneath you. Feeling the warmth of the Divine Mother holding you and supporting you. I want you to start to imagine that at the base of your spine, your root chakra, is a flower blooming and blossoming with roots growing deep into the earth beneath you, connecting you deeply to the Divine Mother. And these roots getting bigger and bigger and stronger, really connecting with the energy of the Divine Mother beneath you. Feeling that connection, her support, her love, taking it all in. Being present with this energy. Feeling her love and her support. I want you to bring your awareness to your body. And I want you to take note of anywhere that you might have tension or discomfort. Notice where you're carrying tension or discomfort in your body and take note of it. And also bringing your awareness to any emotion in your body, any feelings that you can tap into, and where are they located? Are they located in the same place as this tension? Are they located somewhere else? Start investigating. And what emotion is it? Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's sadness. Maybe it's joy. Maybe it's discomfort. Where are you storing this in your body? And what emotion do you feel in that space? Just observe it. Don't try to change it. Don't try to make it go away. Just observe, really feeling into it. Now that we've identified where this emotion is, where this discomfort is, I want you to start to amplify it. Give it space. Lean into it. If it's sad, let yourself feel that sadness. You can cry, you can release. If it's anger, let yourself feel that emotion. You can let out whatever sounds feel natural to you. Maybe it's like a low growl. Whatever it is that feels like you're expressing and feeling this emotion, just really lean into it. If it's joy, maybe you're smiling, maybe you have tears of joy. Amplify this emotion. Don't run from it, don't hide from it. Don't try to make it go away. Let it be big. Let it take up space. Feel it. Let it exist, knowing that you are safe and you are held by the Divine Mother, giving yourself this opportunity to let it be felt completely. Harnessing these emotions, giving them the space. Maybe this emotion is connected to a particular experience or person. Lean into it, investigate, feel it. I want you to start to imagine that sitting in front of you is a fire. It's burning brightly and fiercely. It's strong. And as you start to gaze into the flames that are in front of you, still harnessing these emotions, I want you to take a big, deep inhale all the way in and hold it at the top. Harness all that emotion and then exhale it out. All the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom, forcing it all out. You can exhale with a sigh. You can exhale by blowing hard. Whatever feels natural to you. We're going to do it again. So big inhale. All the way up, holding it at the top. Harness all those emotions and then exhaling them out. We're going to do it one more time. So inhaling deeply, fully, all the way, holding at the top. Harness all those emotions, clearing it out once and for all. Sending it straight into the fire. Sending every bit of that emotion into the fire. You can do this 2 more times if you feel called. Breathing in deeply, holding at the top, and pushing all of this emotion that we've just gathered, everything we've been storing, straight into this fire to be transmuted. Watching the ashes and the smoke from the fire turn to this beautiful white light as it's transmuted out into the universe, sending love and light. Now just sit with yourself for a moment and notice how you feel. How does it feel to be clear? How does it feel to have released all of that? How does it feel to free yourself, to have all this beautiful space, no longer carrying all of that around? Take note of how it feels. And then I want you to start to imagine that flower at the base of your spine with the roots growing deep into the earth, the Divine Mother is now sending beautiful golden white light up the roots and up into your root chakra and up into your energy systems of your body, all the way up your spine, all the way up to your crown, extending out to all of your arms and your legs, your fingers and your toes, filling you completely with this beautiful white light from the Divine Mother. Really letting her fill all of that space that we just created with this beautiful divine light, this love, this support. Feeling her love and her support, feeling that divine light and that beautiful space that was created. I want you to bring your hands to your heart in prayer. And just bow your head to your hands, bowing yourself to the Divine Earth Mother, bowing yourself, thanking her, thanking the fire, thanking the Divine Mother, thanking them for releasing everything that you've been carrying, thanking them for filling you with this divine love, and thanking yourself, surrendering your ego, letting it all go, giving gratitude to the Divine Mother, staying here as long as you feel called. Knowing that the connection to the Divine Mother is with you always. She is always supporting you. She is always guiding you. She is always with you. I encourage you to connect as much as you can with this beautiful full moon, with releasing, with awareness, Be really honest with yourself about the things that you want to release and the things that you wish to call in. Nobody else needs to know. I'm not going to know what you write on your list. I'm not going to know what you release. And even if I did, I wouldn't judge you. But just knowing that you can be totally honest with yourself in this time, letting it all go. I hope you utilize this beautiful energy. This would be a great moon to make moon water. So you can put a jar or a cup full of water into a windowsill, or it can be even outside, wherever it'll get at least a little bit of moonlight. And this is not going to help you manifest. This is going to help you cleanse. So it can be something that you drink with the intention of cleansing. It can be something that you clean surfaces with. It can be something that you clean stones with. Whatever you feel that you need to cleanse, whether it's yourself, your surroundings, whatever, you can even pour some of that into your bath water with the intention of releasing as well. Please utilize this beautiful, beautiful energy. I am so grateful that you are here and so grateful that you took this workshop. Please return to it and redo this meditation as many times as you feel called. It is so powerful and so impactful and is here to support you. Happy full moon in Virgo. Thank you for being here. Sending my deepest love and gratitude to you